Welcome back, dear children. Now let's begin chapter number 17, that is Macbeth. The play Macbeth is a tragedy written by William Shakespeare. It tells the story of Macbeth, a great thane or lord, or you can say general in the court of Duncan. Duncan is the king of Scotland. Lured by the prophecies of three witches who claim that he will become king one day, and driven by the ambition of his evil wife, Macbeth kills the good and kind King Duncan. Now what happens? The three witches, they foretell the future, okay, and Macbeth gets attracted by those the promises made by three witches, okay. And what does he do? He becomes quite ambitious. He wishes to become a king one day. Okay. So what does he do? In that run, he kills. Now he is encouraged by his wife, and he kills the king, the very kind King Duncan. Now, actually, children, you must know that the three witches, they made three prophecies. Okay, prophecy is to tell about the future. They said that the first prophecy was that that Macbeth will become a thane, okay, a general. Second prophecy was that Macbeth will be a king. And the third prophecy was that Banquo's sons will become the kings. Right? So these were the three which prophecies, okay, the future foretold by the three witches. And so you know that when you are already told a future, then you, as a human being, we are not satisfied with what we have. We try to attain more and more. So driven by the ambition, that means encouraged by his evil wife, what does Macbeth do? Macbeth kills the king, okay, and he also kills Banquo. He doesn't want that anybody else should come on his way. Okay, so and who was this Banquo? Banquo was another powerful general of Scotland, and the family of Thane of Fife, in order to remove all hurdles to the coveted crown of Scotland. What is coveted crown? Hurdles, first you should know what is hurdles. Hurdles refers to the obstacles. Coveted refers to that when you desire something, when you eagerly desire for something of someone else, that is coveted crown of Scotland. So Macbeth desired to attain the crown of Scotland. Attaining crown of Scotland means he wanted to become the king of Scotland. However, guilt does not let Macbeth and his wife rest in peace. What is guilt? Guilt is feeling of doing something evil. That once you have done something bad in your life, that feeling keeps eating you inside. It doesn't let you rest. So what happens? They commit murder. They kill so many people in order to get the crown of Scotland. And later on what happens? Both his husband and wife, Macbeth and his wife, they suffer the guilt, and this story is actually related to it. In the following scene, Lady Macbeth, tormented by her conscience, walks in her sleep at night. Now she gets this habit of walking in her sleep, okay, rubbing her hands and talking to herself. That means over here she becomes insane, she becomes mad, she becomes abnormal in life, okay. And due to what she becomes like this? It is all due to the guilt which she has in her mind. She has that feeling that she knows, she can understand that they have really, this husband and wife have really done very bad thing in life. So children, deeds actually, they follow us. So as a human being, we do not have that tendency to commit murder. Committing murder is not an easy thing. That's an evil deed. So when we commit such an evil deed, guilt ruins us. What is guilt? Guilt is when we hold ourselves responsible for doing something wrong. Okay, you may note it down. What is guilt? Guilt is when we, please write down, hold ourselves responsible for doing something wrong. That is a guilt. Please keep writing. I hope it's clear to you. So guilt is when we hold ourselves responsible for doing something wrong. So this guilt troubles both husband and wife, Macbeth and his wife. And here we see in this chapter that how Lady Macbeth is affected by such a guilt and she behaves abnormally. Right? So let's read about the character. Now these are the characters in this. A doctor of physics. Gentlewoman is a lady in waiting. This gentlewoman is a helper of Lady Macbeth who has just been taking care of her. And Lady Macbeth, she's the wife of King Macbeth. And now finally, after killing so many people, Macbeth has become a king. But you see the condition of this lady. Children, in this video, I'll just simply introduce you to the scene. Okay, the scene is set in a castle. At the left of the stage is an open doorway. Okay, and thick curtains are hung on the window. Just imagine yourself, the left side of the stage is an open doorway and thick curtains are hung on the window. Nearby, near the door, in front of the window is a table with some flowers. At the right of the stage, there are few chairs around the table. Fine. A doctor enters the stage with a notepad. A woman is standing in the middle of the stage. She keeps looking over her shoulder towards the open doorway. You can see a lady, she's been just looking like she's looking through the open doorway. Right? Now, this is the conversation between doctor and gentlewoman. Doctor says, I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. Children, you can see in this chapter you will not find the easy English written over here. So it's actually a Shakespearean where you have to understand it. Just be very careful. I have 2 nights watched with you. What does it mean? It's been 2 nights that I've been watching. I've been staying with you, but can perceive. Perceive is can, but can see. No truth in your report. There is no truth in your report. When was it she last walked? When did she started this act of walking? Okay. Now, gentlewoman says, since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, and afterwards seal it. And again return to book